Cześć kochani, to Werberger alias Jagodzianka. Dzisiaj ponownie zagramy sobie w Heavy Rain. W ostatnim odcinku Norman miał spotkanie z mordercą Origami. Niestety nie udało mu się zwycięsko wyjść z tej konfrontacji, ale udało mu się odnaleźć wskazówkę, miejmy nadzieję kluczową w tej sprawie. Następnie Madison i Ethan przeżywali swoje romantyczne chwile uniesienia w motelu. Jednak Ethan był zmuszony w trybie przyspieszonym opuścić jego teren, co udało mu się dzięki moim niesamowitym zdolnościom QTE. No i teraz zobaczmy, co dalej czeka nas w tej historii. Madison. A gdzieś ty teraz zawędrowała? Masz kiepsko cienie rozmazane na oczach. Nie, żebym się czepiała. Do szpitala? No dobra. Sheppard.
Hello, I'm looking for Anne Sheppard's room. Please sign the visitor's book.
No dobra.
Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her.
O.
With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her, you know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Thank you.
Okej. No, kwiatuszki. No dobra, ale swoją drogą tak. No dobra, znamy nazwisko Sheppard z tego grobu, co byliśmy na cmentarzu z Scottem i Lauren. Ale skąd Madison? Wie? Tu? Madison? Tak, tu jest 19. Jak ona do niej trafiła, nie?
Hello, Mrs. Sheppard.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Sheppard,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
I came to talk about your son, Mrs. Sheppard.
My son? I have no son.
Your other son, Mrs. Sheppard, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? I have no other son. I never had any children.
No jak nie, kobieta? Co ty gadasz?
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
No dobra.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
Try to remember, Mrs. Sheppard. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
O.
Mrs. Sheppard, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
Nie wiem, gdzieś są te tabletki?
I think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Sheppard. He's done some terrible things. I need to find him. Do you understand?
Nie, ona tylko siada i...
Terrible things you're telling me. He never came to see me, can you believe it? In 10 years, never. No one forgets their mother, do they?
No dobra. Nie wiem, coś mi się zawiesiło na chwilę.
You don't seem to get many flowers, Mrs. Shepherd.
No, but I love them. My son knows that I love flowers. I know he'll bring me some.
Pusto, nic nie ma. No wygląda na to, że ona chce kwiatki, nie? O, zdjęcie. Tam widzieliśmy kwiatki na tym.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd?
No.
John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them, always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
Nie chcę tu nikogo obwiniać, ale teoretycznie ojciec pijak, tak, który nie dba o dzieci, a ty dalej z nim siedzisz? Nie rozumiem takich ludzi. Memory. Nie wiem, a zapytajmy ją o tę pamięć.
Does Mrs. Shepherd ever talk about her past?
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
Dobra, zapytajmy o syna.
Did she ever mention her sons?
Sons? Well, she often mentions John.
No bo najbardziej to jej utkwiło w pamięci trauma, nie?
Does she ever talk about her other son?
I didn't know she had another one. I've never heard her mention it.
No dobra.
I'm looking for her other son. He was adopted. I mean, he's probably changed his name. Is there any official documentation on Mrs. Shepherd?
No, there's nothing really. Nothing about her family. I guess if her son was adopted, then she's the only one who could tell you about that. Sometimes, if you show her things, it seems to trigger a memory from her past. You might get it to remember.
Thanks for the advice.
No właśnie, i idziemy po kwiatka. Jeszcze do tego... orchidea, nie? Kobieto, gdzie ty idziesz? Dobra, tu jest. Weźmy jej kwiatuszkę. Swoją drogą, od kiedy te orchidee na takich długich tych łodyżkach rosną? Znaczy no, rosną, ale w kiściach, tak? A nie, że jedna orchidea na długiej łodyżce. Dobra, wsadźmy jej tego kwiatuszka.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave.
No dobra, tu mi mignęły figurki origami. A tu możemy zrobić koliberek, piesek, żabka. Zróbmy tego pieska, bo ten właśnie morderca miał, nie? Ten, że dawał tego pieska. Chyba jako pierwszy taki. Jezu, ja normalnie nie zrozumiem. Ajż. Jeszcze raz. Tak ciężko jest to powciskać wszystko. O Jezu, jeszcze... Aha, bo teraz w bok. Dobra.
Oh, you know how to do these little dogs too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John
Ciekawe.
loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it?
Jak dzieci się na coś uprą.
They told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
Smutna, smutna historia.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Aha, my się nie dowiemy jeszcze, tak? No, zszokowana jest. Pielęgniarka przez nas przenikła. I ten. Biedaku, co tym razem cię czeka? Tak wydłuża nam się ten korytarz i wydłuża. Drżącą ręką.
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is a deadly poison in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the file or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
Ja pierdzielę. No dobra. Może uda się go uratować w razie co, nie?
The last letters have been sent to your phone.
Nie mamy wszystkich. Literek.
I did what I had to, Sean. Your dad's coming to save you.
No dobra, ale jak znajdziesz adres, jak nie masz literek wszystkich?
I'm nowhere and I'm out of time. Damn fucking shitty letters from this fucking address! Come on! There's gotta be a way to do this!
Dobra. Zobaczmy telefon. Tak. A, nie, myślałam, że popatrzy na tego, nie? Dobra, a to?
The manhunt continues. The authorities still looking for Ethan Mars, the man identified as the Origami killer.
No dobra, no to nie?
Several different addresses fit these letters. God, they're scattered all over the city. I don't have time to check them all.
Dobra. Theodore Roosevelt Line, Theodore Roosevelt Park, czy Theodore Roosevelt Road? Skąd ja mam wiedzieć? Cholera. Dobra. No dobra, niech będzie ten przywodzie.
I may only have time for one address. If Sean's not there, I'm done. It's a crapshoot.
No to po dzieci toną, nie? No to wiesz, może przywodzie. Tak, myślę, nie? Norman. Poświęcenie. A, dostałam trofeum za wypicie trucizny. No dobra, zobaczymy. Co tam, Norman, znalazłeś?
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
Czego ty od nas chcesz?
Isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole.
Dobrze mu powiedziałeś.
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
Nie, Blake. Dobra, znajdźmy tego mordercę. Spokojnie, Norman. Spokojnie. Nie!
The killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Spokojnie, damy radę.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you-know-what. It can be dangerous. Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
Dobra, jedziemy. Dobra. Plus. I my znaleźliśmy tam jakiś papierek. Gdzie on jest? No dawaj.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it.
No dobra. No to weźmy to, zanalizujmy. No play. Okay. Analyze.
The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer.
No dobra, czyli to nie to. Czekajcie, muszę na chwilę wyłączyć, bo ja nie widzę. Dobra, tu jest ten papierek. Gdzie są te papierki?
Two receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home.
No dobra. Go analyze. Gdzie to jest?
The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely.
No dobra, no ale mamy już jakiś ślad, tak? Może samochód?
The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history.
No dobra, go analyze. Nie. Dobra, nierejestrowana broń. No oczywiście. Dobra. Blue Lagoon Video. A może to? O, zaraz umrę.
Impounded in a police case 5 years ago. The gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop. Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars.
Dalej. Dobra.
A cop. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha.
Dobra.
He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Dobra, udało nam się.
Are you sure it's the right car? At the docks. Call the SWAT team. Oh, and I'll need a chopper. Today? Of course I'll need it today, you fucking imbecile.
Znaleźli Ethana.
Let me stay with you, Scott. I don't want to go.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
I can't just wait while you confront my son's killer.
It's the only way, Lauren. Trust me. Now go stay with your mother for a few days. I'll come and get you when this is all over.
Tell me who the origami killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Listen, when I'm done, I'll tell you everything I know. I promise.
romansik.
Go on, hurry! I think the water's rising. I'm hurrying! I'll be right back!
Dobra, zakładam, że musimy biec do ojca pijaka. No i raczej chyba wiemy, jak to się skończy.
Dad, it's John! He fell into a pond! He's
Get out of
drowning!
here, you little pest. Leave me
You
alone.
gotta come, Dad! Come on, John's gonna die! John's gonna
Well,
die!
that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed, won't it? Go away.
Please, Dad, I'm begging you! John's gonna die! John's gonna
What
die,
did I
Dad!
tell ya? Scrap!
Please, please, Dad, you've got to save John! I tried, John, I really tried, but he wouldn't come. Please don't die, John, please. Don't forget about my Scotty.
Okropna historia. Trzymał swojego brata, kiedy ten tonął. Dobra, kochani, ale ja zakończę to wideo tutaj. Mam nadzieję, że Wam się podobało. Dzięki Wam za oglądanie i do zobaczenia. Cześć!